getting dangerously close to happy hour. We left Coxcomb, and we made some great finds, including something with a date on it. So we may have to share that at the happy hour. What do you think?
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
You're rich.
But now we're headed up the road to Palin Pass. No idea what we're gonna see up there, but it was a big maneuver area, and as it goes, the divisions, there's usually one division against another with the goal of getting through Palin Pass and the other division to stop them in kind of a war game scenario. And we're going to take a drive up there and see if there's anything left of that you can see.
Yeah. And not step on anything that goes boom.
Yeah, well, watch out for anything that goes boom. Boom would not be good. No bueno boom. But we had a couple of raindrops. The clouds. We got clouds up here. So, kind of a pretty drive. And it's kind of cool to imagine tanks traveling up this road to access the pass. And divisions of infantry too.
Yes.
So
They did anti-aircraft training here too. Was it the P-38?
or the P-38, yeah. Yeah. This is artillery. I think they did infantry. They did, I guess, a number of different training scenarios. All took place up here on the pass. So if we get up a little bit further and see anything, we'll let you know. But so far, it's been a lot of this road. Let's see where we come back from. It's not bad. Got rough. Definitely got rough. And ran into a problem. That doesn't look good. Thankfully, I've got a spare, but I don't think Fix-A-Flat's gonna fix that.
Oh, happy hour was a way better idea.
Yeah, I think happy hour would have been a better idea. This is some rough country, and yeah, definitely. Well, at least I have a spare, so.
Hope you have a jack.
I have a jack. I gotta get to work. What is going on? That was our day. We need to move you a little bit closer.
Am I out in the...
Yeah, you're off over there. Scoot on in. I'm here with Miss Bonnie, and I've got Mr. Tom right over here. I see Bear and Miss Lori coming over here. We're gonna see if she wants to sit down and say hi. We've got to make some room for her.
She can squeeze it.
But yeah, that was our trip up Palin Pass, and you know what? Palin Pass was made for tanks.
Yeah.
It's actually it's a 4-wheel drive road, and we were doing great until the tire came off the wheel.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard of flat tires. for happy hour.
Yeah, and it was
Right.
it happened,
But that's taking it to another level.
Another level.
it happened right at happy
Well, that's
hours.
fat tires. Fat tires, not flat tires.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Hello.
No one likes a flat tire for happy hour.
She was in there whining and whining.
Oh, Miss
My
Bear
two
is
favorite
down here.
humans are out
We've
there.
got Miss
Bear.
Bear right here.
Baby
There's
bear.
Baby Bear right there. Oh.
She's like, "Where's my cookie?"
Peace. Got to me.
What, have you ever had that happen to you before? Threw the tire off the rim?
Not like that.
Not like that.
I
Yeah.
really haven't.
I've had it happen once or twice before, but I couldn't fix it up there. I did fix it.
You did fix it.
I
I was impressed.
Yeah, I did fix
Very.
it, but at that time it was starting to get dark.
It looked like the sun was going down.
The sun was going down
There were
fast.
giant rain clouds.
Yeah, and it was so
Unexploded ordnance. There's just
it was not a good situation all the way around. I wish we had the tank. Oh, when I mean, if we would have had the tank, probably not.
Yeah, no.
We heard stories that sometimes the tanks broke down up there in the mountains, all through the Desert Training Center. They just bury them where they set.
They didn't have parts or anything.
So you were looking for a tank.
My whole goal was a tank. Yeah.
Yeah, and we did not.
No.
We did not. But if we can leave $2 billion worth of equipment in Afghanistan, I don't think they were worried about leaving tanks up in the mountains.
Very true.
Of the Desert Training Center.
Very
So,
true.
Mhm.
And there are stories. We heard stories when we came back down. The security guy that came and talked to us, he said, I had an uncle, and he told me about they dug a long pit and they just buried a bunch of stuff up there.
Which got me excited.
Right.
Yeah.
That would have been better than a penny.
Wouldn't it? Yeah, that would have been fun. I would.
I'd have won if I'd had a tank.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't take that on the airplane back with you.
No, that's okay.
That's a
Drive it
problem.
home.
Drive it home, right? I have a truck and I have a lowboy and I could figure it out. And I have crazy friends who would like a tank. So yeah.
Right. No, we didn't find any tanks, and
That goes right with don't make people mad who own a backhoe.
no, especially who live out in the desert.
Anyway,
Wood chipper.
sorry. Ooh, that's evil. Wood chipper. Ooh.
Oh, we are in Quartzsite, Arizona, and I should say, welcome everybody. Happy Hour Live. We have missed the last couple of weeks. You have saved the day with your hotspot. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we checked T-Mobile, AT&T. Both of them are dismal as far as speeds go. When you start getting into the late afternoons, everybody starts going inside and watching their Netflix, including us. We're no different. But that also means that come 5 o'clock, trying to do a live, it just isn't happening. It just there's no signal. So if we drop off, I apologize because you never know. This is Quartzsite. I mean, but Verizon, kudos to Verizon.
Yeah.
You were pulling off some pretty good speeds.
It's a little bit better than the other two right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
No, I'll take it.
Nice.
I'll take it. It's the first time we've been able to get on in 2 weeks. So I wasn't, even then we're like, maybe we should schedule this a little bit early. So if you're here with us early, thank you. This is not our normal time, but yeah, we don't really have a choice, because even Verizon, you were kind of worried. You're like, I don't know, anything past 4 o'clock might get a little iffy.
Yeah.
So, but oh well, Miss Bonnie, you opted. Why you opted to stay? Why are you staying? What do you got happening back home?
Oh, I think it was only 14 inches of snow and 18 degrees this morning. So I'm not sure I have to say much more than that.
I
It's got nothing
can't.
to do with you, Dave.
Yeah. I can't blame you, honestly. I keep seeing the pictures in the video because you've got the video cameras there around your place.
Yeah.
And
people yelling back there in the cheap seats.
yeah, that's well, here.
Peanut.
There you
go.
The
There's
peanut.
Miss Lori.
The peanut gallon.
Uh,
She's not anonymous any longer.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Let me say hi to everybody really quick. We'll just go on through here. See if we can get everybody in. There we go. Let's go back up here. WCRV Adventures gets first in the house right there. Good afternoon to everybody. Sassy Pants for you. There's Miss Jen right there.
She's in
from
some
Frozen, Oregon.
pictures.
Yeah, they got some negative numbers happening there in and around Bend. X-Fired Up Cracker Box Pals, that's Mr. Bill right there. Glad to have you here. RV Living Life, there's Mr. Gary. I gave Mr. Gary a heads up because, when these happen out of the normal time, you're not expecting them. And that's kind of why I miss when you guys go live. It's not expected.
No. It just happens.
And it just happens, right? Yeah. And
we'll make
and
sure to let you know in advance from now on.
there you go.
Nice.
Can you send me
No
a
worries.
text and Gary a text?
No
But just
excuses.
go on down the list and send everybody a text, and we'll be there. I promise we'll be there.
We were kind of like VH1 in the 80s. When we do it, it's like pop-up video.
No, I'll do that with a mobile live, and it is kind of fun to do. And just say, whoever wants to come by for happy hour,
There you go.
And that's kind of where we started. I think we're into our 5th year now doing the happy hour live. That's a long time. That's a long time. I remember being
It's
at
a lot of happy hour.
Yeah, I was just
that's
going
a
to say.
lot of
happiness.
happy. Right?
Yes.
A lot of happiness.
That was literally one day sitting by the lake in Kansas. I don't remember the name of the lake or the town. And I said, let's try this live function. And I pushed the button, and all of a sudden, you are live. And I was like, I think it's working.
Hello.
RV Living Life, Mr. Gary, glad to have you here. Life with Lenny is in the house. That is Letty and Miss Angela right there. Rolling on down. Market Share is in the house. Hopefully you made it home. We haven't touched bases with Market Share. Hopefully you made it home and back in good old Arizona. What happened to that tire? I see WCRV Adventures. They're asking. It came off the rim. Yeah, it did come off the rim.
Not completely now, be honest.
It didn't come all the way off.
We'd have been in trouble.
Looked like it.
Real trouble.
But it is off. Yeah, it is off far enough that you're not just like I kind of said. I looked at it and said, well, fix a flat isn't going to fix that one. It had popped off the bead and rolled right off, and it wasn't that bad, but I suspect we may have had a low front tire.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, I suspect it was low, and that was all she took. So
there was a moment of, well, that doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah, it was a little hard to tell because we were, driving where tanks go.
right. And
So it's a little rough.
you could understand the roughness on something like that. If you're going down the highway and you get a flat or something happens,
Pretty obvious.
right away.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it wasn't very
Wasn't very
far.
long because it was like, okay, that didn't feel right.
Did we
Oh,
just-
that's not good.
The worst case, I went, did we just break the front suspension?
Yeah, he did say that.
I was like, oh my God, please tell me we didn't break the front, because I had all that work done here not too long
Right.
ago. And, after you get work done, you're always kind of, your mind goes to the worst case scenario when
Yes,
when
it
something.
does.
And so, I was like, did we just break the front suspension? I was like, please no, please no.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, and it was it took me about half an hour to get
You
the
have 30
spare
minutes
down.
to get the spare down and
Yeah.
on and loaded up and headed out.
Yeah.
I was
That's
impressed.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't too.
I called him Les for a while.
Wow, yeah, you
Les
know.
Schwab is kicking it out here.
You would be on a pit crew.
Right? Just get that down to 15 seconds and I got it made.
Like the dad on Christmas Story.
Mhm.
Time me.
The way that the
Thank
tire,
you.
to finish the story, the way the tire where we drove back home, got home for a happy hour, we had the spare on, which looks really goofy on a truck that has big tires, and now you put a spare on.
Made
Yeah.
it really unhappy.
Was it one of those goofy spares? Or
No,
is it
it
a
was
regular
just
No,
size
it's a
tire?
regular size tire, but it's not as big as the tires
Okay.
that are on it. So my computers now on this thing had an absolute fit with it said check your brakes. I mean, I had warning lights
Brakes,
coming up
tires,
all over the place.
suspension, everything was unhappy.
Yeah, it's like this isn't going to work. That's going to work. It's warning, and it
And
just
I'm
kept
over there
popping
going,
up on the dash.
Oh, are we actually going to make it back?
It was, and I just kind of rubbed it on the dash and said, "It'll be okay. It's just for a little bit. All right, we just need to get home." But I threw. So you were doing something. You were sitting outside, and let me mess with that tire a little bit and see what I can do. And I fired up the coach, and I've got a place where I can hook up air to the front of the coach. And I put a ratchet strap around the middle of that thing, and basically right around the circumference of the center of the tire, and just started ratcheting that, basically squeezing the bead back up onto the rim. I threw a little bit of dish soap right around the inside of that thing. I did not truly expect it to work. And I hooked it up the air to that thing. Do you know that thing went pop?
Just like Les Schwab tire.
Yeah, just like Les Schwab tire. I had it.
I was like, winner!
Yeah, we let it sit for overnight, see if it was going to lose any air, if it had any major leaks. And the tire is right over there. It is. I don't
Still
think it's
holding it?
leaking. If it is, it's a really slow leak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
So managed to get that out without having to go to a tire store. Now, have you done that before?
No.
I haven't either. So
That's
that,
good.
Nope, I have never done that before.
I saw it once
On
at a
TV.
Les Schwab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
it was like, if they can do it, I can do it, except they had gizmos and gadgets and blowguns.
Yeah.
And I don't know. They had all the tools. All I had was a ratchet strap.
They pretty much now they just step on the little thing like this and just turn the tire.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And it does its magic.
Do you know, I
Right.
called my brother who's been in tires for 30 years.
Is he tired of that?
Thank you.
Because I had to get a pat on the back from my brother, being in the
Yeah.
being in the tire business, and he used to do roadside assistance, things like that as well back in his early years. And he said, "I do pat you on the back." He said, "I've got techs working for me right now. Would not
Would
have
not be able to
figured
do
out
that."
to do that." So I will take it.
Yeah.
I will take it.
There was not a tire store anywhere close to where.
Oh,
we
no.
were.
No,
Anywhere.
no. Where we were at.
45 minutes. I
Yeah,
think,
at
to
least.
Parker.
Yeah,
We were out a bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if we needed a tire store or a tire service, it would have been somebody had to drive a while. So thankfully, no, we had a good spare. We did good. We did
Yeah.
good.
We didn't get to Palin Pass.
We did not.
But
We did not.
that leaves next year.
But
Oh wait, we're in Florida. Never mind.
yeah.
Well, it might be a couple of years.
Right. Oh, yeah. Market share says, "Yep, they made it home. He made it. Grandkids and kids came out for. There we go, right there. Nice. Christmas, New Year's had the house, so we stayed in the RV. Awesome. Oh my gosh! Welcome, Tom and Lori, to Quartzsite, Arizona.
here we are.
Here we are.
Back again.
Back again. You just didn't get enough last year. You needed more this year.
Maybe we'll finally get our fill.
Yeah. Is that a tire pun? Did you just do a tire pun on top of that?
The big tent starts next week.
Another week. It's,
Next week.
From yesterday.
we are surprisingly quiet in our circle here.
Yes.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
It has been.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
Compared to what it generally is,
Yeah.
this is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now you missed the windstorms.
No, we were here for the last one, though.
Did you got the
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I suppose you did get the last
Yeah,
one.
last
Yeah,
one.
because you
Wow.
came in on the
Time.
calm day.
Yeah.
And
And Lori
then-
brought the cold weather and the
And
wind
Lori
with her.
unpacked it out of the basement, wherever you keep that in the bottom there.
Yes, she did.
And yeah, the next day, back
It's
to
gonna
it.
be all
again.
nice next week while I'm gone.
That
Yeah.
please.
In the
I'm
70s
okay with
next
that.
week.
I am okay
Because
with
I'm
that.
leaving
She's
Right?
leaving.
Yeah, yeah. Now you're just for a week.
just for 5 days.
Okay, and I get to take care of Tom while you're.
Yeah.
Please.
That'll be alive.
All these
'cause
detailed instructions will be in a binder. This
she
thing.
said Tom cannot be unsupervised. All right.
Several people have said that the last 24 hours.
Oh, come on, let her rip. How it ought to be good.
Mm. But we're gonna lose you for a week
During the tent.
during the tent.
The
Okay, I'll be
Monday
there
through
for the
Friday.
beginning, and then I'll be there for the end.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Monday through
Oh, well, that
Friday of the
works.
tent, she's gone.
I don't know how many days you normally go to the Big Tent. I normally go down for one day.
We went.
We
Was it
went-
last
we
year
usually
that we
try
did it
three
three
times. We
Three
try to
times.
go the first day, which is crazy,
Mhm.
the middle of the week, and the last day.
Right.
So
And
we
I
did
I
video
will
and show the
not join
differences.
in on
Yeah.
that first day.
Yeah, that first day is.
We just didn't go right when they opened.
Is there a benefit to going the first day? Do they give like freebies away that they're not going to have the rest
don't
of the week?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I'm going to skip it. I'm going to skip it. I'll go.
You can't send Tom down there alone. Oh, you'll be back.
I'll be here to go the first day,
Perfect.
and I'll be here to go the last day.
Right.
Just not in the middle of the week, and then he can go with you.
There
I
you
guess
go.
that means I'm going the first day.
Yeah,
I
you
think
are.
you're going the first day.
Or I'm going by myself.
You're going on the first date, Tom.
I can go by myself.
Mm.
I will be in.
You're lucky enough you're going to miss it.
I'm going to be in the freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The deep freeze.
Headed
Yeah.
back to the deep freeze.
Yep. You can't put it off anymore.
I-
Somebody broke your tractor.
They
I
did
heard.
break the tractor. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so-
The really important one too.
Oh, and yeah, so you've got things that are like, okay, you can't put it off anymore. So you're
Yep.
headed back.
Yes. Well, gosh, I've been gone since Christmas. I flew down the
24th.
Fourth,
24th.
that's-
Flew down the
24th.
24th.
Yeah.
Yep. to Palm
Yep.
Springs. And then I just kept pushing my departure out a little further. Oh, it's 10. A little further. A little further. Oh,
further.
it snowed.
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, there's a really big storm on like Wednesday at home, and there's some not so good weather on Thursday there, and I fly into Redmond on Thursday night,
Okay.
and I'll hang out with Jenny and then go home Friday morning.
So you're gonna jump right into it.
Right into 2 feet of snow and 4 degrees at Jenny's house, I'm sure.
That's gonna be hard to do after you get
Yeah.
Eskimos kind of get used to the to summer weather when they're down here. So you're gonna be okay?
No.
No.
No. It's gonna be a little bit harsh to get back to
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
going out and chopping ice and
Now we
feeding
got
things.
jackets on. We all have either
We're in the
sweatshirts or
shade,
jackets on. We are in the shade. If you sit in the sun,
Yeah.
the temperature is right there where if you sit in the sun, you're fine.
You don't need the jacket.
If you come into the shade,
You need the
which
jacket.
you need the jacket. So
The breeze is chilly.
yeah.
Mhm.
Feels good.
Oh, let's see what I'm trying to. Bonnie, you need to come have fun with me. That's what Jen says right there.
She's in an ice storm right now. I'll pass
Yeah,
on the ice storm.
I think I remember -2 degrees at her place.
Yeah, but that was her place. Yeah, she's over in the valley right now
Mm.
playing in the freezing rain, and
No.
I wouldn't do that for unless I
No.
had to, like her.
Dave
But it's
is
about to rain on the snow, so
Yeah.
then it'll get really fun.
Now,
But
Gary is looking forward to us talking about fantasy football.
I bet he is.
I don't even know why
Right?
Gary is,
Right?
and he's hoping that the signal drops.
Is
He thinks that I'm-
Dawn here? Because
Is Don
No,
here?
he's not in.
He's not
he
here.
didn't get the memo.
He didn't get the
Don's not
memo.
here.
Well, it is earlier, and not everybody was, I'm sure,
Yeah.
prepared for that. But yes, we are going to talk about fantasy football, Gary, and you know what? I'll just put it out there. Congrats to Gary taking the Super Bowl win. You know, it was right down to the wire, and maybe that's why Don isn't here. He went from the number one spot. He held it almost all season long
Oh, there's Don.
till
I
right
was
then.
just
Oh,
thinking
it's
that.
Don.
Don just got here.
Don just got here.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're here, Don. We were just talking about you.
It was all good.
It was all good. Yeah, he held the number one spot, and all the way up until the very end, we got to the playoffs, and Don just couldn't win a game to save his life. I mean,
And I think Gary had shenanigans going on.
yeah, Gary definitely. That is, he kind of picked that up from Gary, right?
Shenanigans.
Oh yeah, let me switch over there real quick. We'll just kind of go over. I believe that I've got that ready. Let's pull that up there. Oh, and I don't. Come on, speedy internet, please. Come on, speedy internet. Okay, let's see if I can't bring that over. Share screen. Got my technical crew working diligently in the background. Here we go, right here. We'll just go ahead and throw it up. OE Live crew, that's you guys against Miss Jen, losing to Miss Jen losing to OE Live crew. You know, there was a lot of whining going on there. I heard it. I heard it. But Don and I put together a good team for you guys. We tried our best, and actually it didn't turn out too bad. I can't remember if they got fourth. It's either fourth or fifth. Smoke Eaters taking on, that's Howard and Cindy taking on each other for right down to the very last, with Miss Cindy taking the win. Here for the tailgate party. There it is right there. Let's see if we can pull it up there. Come on. Come on. Here's our Super Bowl game, if I can get it. All right. Now it's not wanting to
Do anything.
It's not wanting to do anything. I think we're starting to lose our signal here.
Uh-oh.
We might be starting to lose our signal here. That is Mr. Gary Oblong Balls 161 to Miss Carey's 131. That's our Super Bowl game right there. And Mr. Gary taking the win. Congrats, Gary. Life with Lenny right over here. If you can see my pointer, I will just go ahead and point those out, because it doesn't seem like we're, I for some reason, I am not able to pull that up. Life with Lenny, Miss Angela right there. I was up against, and look at the pathetic score I had for the week, 85 points. I think that was the lowest I scored all season long. So I took the loss to Miss Angela. Miss Angela will take up the third place position. Here for the tailgate party, that's Miss Carey. She gets the number 2 position right behind Gary. Cowboy Biker Adventures, if we can switch over to that one. No, we can't. Close game, but Don took another loss to the other Don, Wandering Stars. That's Cosmic Mermaid and Starman, 136 to 133. And then Couch Coach, that is Mr. Wayne right there against Pew Crew. That's Miss Tara, 108 taking the win. So if I can pull up the league, let's see what I can do here. Will it go? Will it go? It is right there. And you can see first place goes to Mr. Gary, taking the win for the season. Gary is new. Gary had never done. I had to send a message to Gary and say, Gary, please take a team. I wanted to have a team for Don, and I wanted to do a team for the comment section. And I thought that would be fun, but I needed one more player to do that. Mr. Gary came through in a pinch. Do you know, I think I've kind of gotten him hooked on football now a little bit. Gary admitted to me, he says, I've never watched football on a Sunday ever, and here I am watching football. It will do that. So congrats, Gary. There is Miss Carrie almost taking it, the second place spot right there, right behind Gary. Third place goes to Miss Angela. Angela's new. She has never done it before, and it looked like she was having fun. We had those guys on here a week or two ago, and they were having fun with it. So it was great having it. Just to go down the list, I took the 4th place spot. OE Live Crew took 5th place. I'm sorry, guys.
Jeez.
I can't lose any more than 85 points. So it just that I don't know.
We may have to talk to Gary.
Yeah. Don't talk to Gary. He'll steal players.
Yeah.
No, we learned that the hard way. Sassy Pants for you. That's Miss Jen taking the 6th place, and that was hard fought. Boy, there was a lot of whining going on there. She was fighting to get up to that 6th place position. 7th place goes to Wandering Stars. There's Mr. Don. Don is a previous champion. I think he took our first year out. So 8th place goes to Cowboy Biker Adventures. Don, I am so sorry. You held the lead through the whole season. You just couldn't pull it together in the playoffs, and I guess that's just the way it goes. 9th place goes to Pew Crew. And Couch Coach, that's Mr. Wayne right there. So thanks to everybody who played this year. We had a lot of fun. Let's see if we can stop sharing that and get right back over to there. There you go, Gary. No, we won't let it. We'll cover it. Gary gets bragging rights for none of us will rest now. We will not get a break from it. Gary gets bragging rights the rest of it, at least until next season. So, and we look forward to having you back. I think one more season, guys, and we can have 2 fantasy football teams. We can have previous champions. And looking forward to doing that and inviting all the previous champions to come together and play through a season. So that I think that would be a lot of fun. Gary, I had a blast with you, and I look forward. I think you're going to be back for next year, and it was good having you here. So
congratulations, Gary.
Congrats.
You're a winner. Winner.
Oh my gosh. All right. RV Living Life says we've had a few winter storms that took our power out. Having the RV close is a savior. Getting a backup generator installed for the house now. Oh, good plan. Oh boy, 3 feet. Jen says 3 feet and -2 got you beat. I'm assuming, yeah, that's a lot.
Lapine's a little.
It
She's
is.
A little higher than
It is.
Central Oregon.
Yeah. RV Living on Gary sent Don a text. See, I'm sorry, Don. I should have sent you a text and said we were live.
Well, you were going to have it, and then you weren't going to have it, and then
I wasn't. And then Tom came over and said, well, I've got signal. And so Tom saved the signal with the Verizon. And I have T-Mobile, I have AT&T that's been covering me for everything. Who knew? Who knew? I don't know. Yeah.
Don says he's watching the Green Bay game.
Oh,
He says, David, never know when you're going to be on. Please pick a time and stick with it. We explained that earlier, Don. The signal drops off to nothing here. It was either go with it a little bit early, or yeah. So there you go. We decided to go for it early, and hopefully, I see we're right at 4:00. I can't quite see the time. 4:10.
still making it.
We seem to be doing okay, so let's keep our fingers crossed. But yeah, we must. Don Gary says, "Oh, we woke Don up from his nappy time." Yeah, Don says he's watching the Cowboys. Sure you are, Don.
Yeah.
Sure you are, Don. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see if we can. Oh, there's Miss Pearl. Glad to have you here. I'm sure Bob is out there lurking in the background somewhere. Glad to have you guys here. See how much space we have. All the space in the world here. You guys can come, and we can park you like right here, right there.
Over there.
Right. Yeah.
Nobody's over there.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's over here. That's
you can't
right.
park over there.
Nobody.
You have to park all over
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
our sunset.
that's
view.
our sunset view. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Which we got a good one last night.
It was really nice.
If you saw the thumbnail that I put up, that was last night's sunset. So I think we've been here a week and we've only gotten two good.
Three really good ones.
Three?
Yeah.
Three good ones.
Of
So
course, it's hard to tell at 30 miles an hour sometimes.
Yeah.
You look. No, you look.
It was windy, guys. I'll tell you what, there was a windstorm here. Yeah. Oh boy. 35 the first couple days. I think those are gusts to 35, and then I saw gusts to 40. The second that you guys were here.
I told you it was her.
It was her. She packed it in. She packed a little extra even.
Yes.
I don't like the wind. I don't bring that. Colder temperatures, yeah.
Well,
Thank you for bringing the cooler temperature.
yeah, you know, it's
I can't
actually
do the hot
it's
stuff.
been okay. It's okay. Miss Pearl says we'll see you next Saturday. That is awesome.
Yes.
Dang
Yes.
it. I knew I should have stayed till next Sunday.
See, all you have to do is call up the airline again one more time, and eventually you're going to change so many times that there's, you know what, we owe you a free one. So
That hasn't worked out so far.
It hasn't worked out.
No.
well, apparently you need to stay away from the exit door or the
Right.
right. So don't sit near that. And the thing is, I love the exit aisle. There's usually lots of room there. But yeah, that was scary.
Yeah, good stuff to talk about. Thanks. We have to go fly here in a few days.
I'm not flying on one that big, but maybe you.
That's scary stuff.
They grounded them all and fixed them.
Wow.
You'll be good. This is probably the safest time to fly.
Those would be the safest
all.
planes to fly on.
Normally
ones-
they
Good
would.
point. Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
So
Yeah.
who knows?
Dave, every week I assume that.
The time.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Well, Don, you know, we run into darkness. We need light. We want to have something to bring to you. So it does change a little bit. And then coming from California over to here, the time changed again.
Mm-hmm.
And because Arizona doesn't play that.
Nope.
They don't do the time change thing. So it is. I look at my cell phone. Even my laptop isn't correct anymore.
Bouncing back and forth.
I look at my cell phone. My cell phone, 90% of the time, my cell phone is right as far as what time it is. But even then, that's not a guarantee.
You retired people don't really have a time.
It is first world problems,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes.
Yes, it is. I admit it.
What day is it? Oh,
It's soup, stews, and salads day. Ask me on Tuesday, Taco Tuesday.
Thursday's pizza.
That's how I keep track of what day
That's
it
right.
is. So
Thursday's pizza.
thank God for that. I'd
Italian.
miss the Sunday Live. If that was the only day that I had to keep track of, I'd never be able to do it.
Oh, it'd be a wreck.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
Worse
fun.
wreck.
Because it's small writing on my phone that says what day it is.
For a reason.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Yeah, the Dave, the live's very busy, 4 hours week to week. Yeah, it's anything after I'd say about 4 o'clock here.
Yeah.
It starts going down. I now what have you noticed with your Verizon? If somebody
thing.
was yeah,
It goes fast, like about 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's like pretty much non-existent the rest of the night.
I checked T-Mobile before you walked into the coach. I checked T-Mobile and it was 0.09 download, 0.26 up. There would have been no way to do that on AT&T. Then I checked T-Mobile and it was practically the same on T-Mobile. And then you walked in and go, I got lots of speed. It was like, can I borrow it? That would be awesome. So thank you, Tom. I appreciate it.
Yes.
And Ms. Lori.
Everybody's saying, Dave, you need to get Starlink.
Yeah.
$150 a month.
That's yeah.
It's $150 a month. And I heard that there's a potential they're going to go up again.
Yeah.
So what would that be? 175? It seems to be equal or even moves up. So if you were to follow their last ones, it's like $25 every time they go up. Yeah. Even at 150, there's a lot of people that have Starlink. They're like, I was in when it was 75, but now you're at 150, and it's starting to push that envelope, and people are looking at other avenues.
And they've spent a lot of money getting it set up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Millions.
Yeah. So
yeah, and it's just like any cell signal. The more people you have in one area that have Starlink, it's going to slow itself down.
Yeah.
So you always have to be aware of that.
Yeah. We had great signal when I was traveling with Don, and we were using his Starlink. We managed to pull off lives at Area 51.
Yeah.
Never have been able to do that, and thanks to Don, we were able to use that Starlink and confound the gate guards there, the camo dudes. We sat right up there with the camo dudes and did a live from up there, and I'll never forget that. Thank you, Don, because that
Don
was
a little jumpy on that.
We all were. We were both jumpy on that one. I'll tell you what, we were both nervous about that. Don had a lot of equipment there. I had a lot of equipment there. You're talking about laptops and GoPros and Starlink, and they kind of write their own rules. Hand it over. Yeah. You may or may not see it again ever. And
Way to take one for the team.
I'll tell you what, I think Don had a little more money invested in that than I did. Had they taken everything, I think Don would have. That Starlink alone was, I think that's a $500 investment, isn't it?
A little more than that, I think.
Is it 600?
I think it's 6.
Yeah. Before you start buying poles and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's just for the Starlink.
Yeah.
Stuff.
And then now they're up to $150 a month. I just can't afford it. Guys, I have a limited budget to work with each month, and I just can't throw another $150 out at something like that. If there was a way that I could get rid of my cell phones, if there was a way that I could, get rid of what I'm already, because I'm already paying $100 a month for my internet and phones, which isn't bad. I mean, that basically keeps me connected for the most part, except in Quartzsite, Arizona.
Right here.
You know.
For 2 weeks out of the year.
Right.
Yeah. But if you pick up Starlink, you just get internet. You'd be giving up that cell phone. You'll be, you know, and yeah, I don't know that I can do that. So it would literally be an additional $150 a month, and yeah, just can't go there. No, let's see. Starlink has over 5,200. Are they up to 5,200 satellites now?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I don't know if it'll take them that, like at $150 a pop, Gary. They're probably, they got a pretty good payroll coming in each month. So I don't know. I have heard though, Starlink has built-in obsolescence on these, that the satellites they put up will only last 5 years, and then they crash harmlessly back into Earth. They burn up in the atmosphere on the way back in.
Yeah.
Which means they constantly need to
They're
put
constantly
more,
putting more up.
satellites up and more. And who was it? It was saying the other day, I think it was Wayne and Carrie or somebody was just saying there's like 144 launches next year planned for there in Florida. I imagine they're flying some out of Texas. I don't know.
And how many do they at one time?
I think they were doing like 60 at a time.
At a time, yeah. I
Yeah.
know it's a big number.
You know, and I think they've gotten the price down to about $900,000 per satellite. Is that
Smoking deal.
Sickening amount of money? That's just a
Pocket
sickening
change.
amount of money. Yeah.
$150 a month is too much.
Exactly. Oh boy. Yeah. But yeah. And planning on going up. I mean, he has to pay for those because we're coming up on 5 years, I think. How long has Starlink been around? It's been up for a little while.
Yeah, it's been.
So it's these things have to start crashing down to Earth. One broken windshield, Elon. I'm telling you.
And it's
all right?
free Starlink for life.
Yeah, exactly.
And a Tesla.
And a Tesla.
And a Tesla. We'll see if we can work the Tesla in, but I don't know. It may be you know, an accepted expense from Elon. So you. No, this is too much information, Gary. I have my RV parked and I have my Starlink pointing out the bathroom skylight to be. Does that mean that you have to watch it in the bathroom? What? All right. Now they're sending up much bigger satellites now, and will soon do cell phones. I heard something about that.
They're doing text messaging. I think it was Carrie that was saying something about it, but I looked it up. It's text messaging in 2024. They're testing it. 2025, they're going to try to do actual voice with T-Mobile.
Really?
Tying in with it, yeah. So
I have T-Mobile.
Yeah, you do. Be
We'll see.
patient.
I get that. Maybe I'll be
We'll see.
grandfathered in.
We'll see how that works.
My cheap ass is like, he's not going to pay any more. Don't give it to him for free. Give it to him for free. Give it to him for free. Yeah. You know. If they're already T-Mobile customers, they get it for free. How's that? I could make all kinds of promises on here.
Yeah, there you go.
So Gary owns a shitload of people's cups. All right. I don't have Gary's cup, but if you join Gary's channel,
You get a free cup.
you get a free cup.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he sends them out just like
It's
that.
a nice stainless steel one.
Yeah.
Well, what on earth?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow. Okay, gonna fix that.
See?
Is it a Stanley? Because you know, we make. Let me get
You're
my
gonna need
phone.
to up the quality there, Gary. Yeah. What do we got? SpaceX says just broke even last month. SpaceX just broke even last month, so I think it's the first month of profit. Wow.
Oh my word.
He can afford it. He can afford. He bought what was the little birdie thing?
I don't know.
Cheap. The Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And I understood.
I'm impressed. I'm like, little birdie thing.
He bought what was it, billions of dollars. He just
Oh, Twitter.
he just
Wow.
gets out his wallet and kind of goes through it. How much is that? So he just broke. He's got the money.
Yeah.
One broken windshield. One. That's all it takes, Elon. We're gonna have a talk. All right.
Oh.
T-Mobile and Starlink were fighting over some band, so they joined forces. Oh, well, that works. Oh, there it is. Gary's got it.
Yeah, cheap.
Cheap. That's Dave's version of Twitter. You heard it here first. Gary, you're not getting any royalties out of that, all right? Don't. Yeah, no. Ay. Oh. So what do we got coming up this week? Anything fun? Anything exciting?
Not really.
No.
We just gotta go.
We gotta put a topping
Yeah,
over
you
your
gotta do the
slider.
topper.
Your
Yeah.
topper.
Then we have to go dump in water.
I'm gonna
We
have
gotta
to.
get everything ready for
I
Dumping
need to-
water before the big show and the influx.
I need
of
to make
humanity.
a trash run. I got to make a trash
Yeah, so do
run.
we.
So I can only make sense if one of us goes.
yeah.
Yeah. So I got 3 bags of trash already, so it's time to go.
I have to go to Palm Springs.
You have to go to Palm Springs. There's a highway right out there,
before you
Interstate
take
10.
off,
Just stick your
before
thumb
you
out.
leave or when you leave.
That's when I.
Oh
leave.
yeah, same here.
I could go over to Love's truck stop. See if
Go
I
over
can.
to Love's truck stop.
It's your
They'll
ride.
put you-
It's your ride.
they'll put you to work. Are you kidding?
I was gonna say I could offer to drive them.
You could
Couple
drive?
hours.
Oh hell, we could just put you to work.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you trying to get to? Oregon. Oh, this works out well. We got a load of bulls going up there.
I could get that done.
right.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh my gosh.
no, we're looking forward to. I am. It has been a lot of fun having you here.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. So it's going to be sad to see you go.
Not as sad as where I'm going.
No, it's not. I'm
I'm going to be much sadder than you. I can promise you that.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jenny sent me a picture of my car, and you can't even tell it's a car.
Yeah, you've got your car parked at Jen's, and it's just covered in snow.
Yep,
isn't it?
completely. Yeah,
She'll have it completely dug out and warmed up for you, though, right?
She would do that. For
she
you.
actually would do.
Oh,
Aw,
See you that, Jen?
that's a
Yeah.
good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, up 3 years, I think. Oh, three years
so for the satellite.
for the satellites. Yeah. So there we go. Well, I think we're gonna wrap this one up early, unless Gary would like
That's 2
more
minutes.
bragging rights.
It's 2 minutes for an hour. So hold on for
Hold
two
on
more
for
minutes
2 more
just
minutes.
to appease
All
Gary.
right, hold on, just to make Gary
We'll sit
happy.
here.
We'll just
Yeah.
sit here.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
just
yeah.
giving him more time. You understand? This is just giving him more time to, he gets bragging rights. I give him credit for that. You know what would be really fun next year? It would be fun to have one of you guys.
I know.
It would be fun to have one of you guys doing
I
the
know.
team. So, and now you've got myself and Dawn and Gary. We can all, anytime you had a question, it was here you go. Gary just
Yeah. Ask
He-
Gary.
Gary
Did you
did-
just say ask
No,
Gary?
don't ask Gary. Yeah, and don't ask Gary. That probably wouldn't end well.
You'd
Take
probably be
that player.
okay.
He's a good choice.
You'd be okay for about half a season.
Because if you say I'm thinking about picking up this player, Gary go.
Gary-
don't. No, you're not.
Gary's like,
Well, he
sure,
wouldn't
go
say
ahead
that.
and pick that player right there.
Well, you heard. We were sitting there looking for another quarterback for OE Live Crew, and we did a live the other day. He took literally during the live. He took the quarterback and then never played him the rest of the season. But he took the quarterback that we were looking at. We were simply,
Strategic.
yeah. Don't trust Gary. No. And Carrie too. She gets oh yeah, Carrie can get she can get competitive there and oh. Well, I'm looking forward to this week. I'm not looking forward to you getting going, but no.
I was wondering for a minute.
looking forward to this week, and I just got done with batteries, guys.
You're done?
I think so. I pulled all of my lead acids out the other day,
Tested them.
tested every one of them, and they all tested out at about 60%. I was looking to see if there was a bad one because it seemed to be getting worse and worse, Those 6-volt flood acid batteries, lead acid batteries, I don't know what you call it. Going on the fifth year on those. And I may need to change those. And right now I'm not prepared because I don't know if I can replace those with lithium. And I guess we're gonna find out. I don't know if there's a lithium alternative for a start battery or not, but that's what I've been using those golf cart batteries for. So
You could always take your Starlink money and put them toward the battery.
Oh.
yeah, there it is. It's the money.
There you go.
The money you're saving by not having
By
Starlink.
not
Not
having
having
Starlink, I can justify the expense of paying. Yeah, I don't mind. The price of lithiums has come down to where it's comparable with anything else that I'm going to replace those with. I actually don't mind buying lithium if I can find lithiums that will do the start job on the coast and accomplish that side of things.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I will say that the lead acid side just seems to soak up amps, and I don't know if I'm actually getting it out of that. All the batteries tested at 60%. So there's about 60% life left in those batteries. And I'm going to have to replace them sooner rather than later. I don't know. So if you have any tips, I could use that. So let me know in the comments or send me an email. And
10s and 20s are the best tips.
That's my girl.
There you go. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap this up. Did anyone other than Carrie notice my 18 week week 18 move?
Well, that's when he took that player.
Well,
Right?
I noticed that one. I don't know which one he's talking about. Probably Carrie. Carrie had to play him in the Super Bowl. So, and shout out to Angela this year, new to fantasy football. You pulled it off. I mean, that is the way you do it. Hopefully, we're going to see you back again. All of our top 10 will be invited back for next year. We'll be inviting 2 new players on for next year. So we'll get to that, next year. How's that?
That sounds good.
That sounds good. Dave needs a New Year's resolution never to be late less than an hour long.
Well, that's hard.
That's coming from Bill. This is coming from Bill. All right. I thought I could count on you, Bill. Yay. And we're coming up. We got 30 seconds left on an hour. So that way Gary can't say anything. Well,
Yes, he
you
can.
can't say anything about me ending it early. Oh my gosh. Carrie's quarterback was not going to be played, and she had no backup quarterback. So, dumped my bench and took the top quarterback available. This is the way
Strategic.
Gary is like that. I'm telling you, Gary is like that.
If you're gonna play to win.
Right? Yeah. There you go. Now you know. And next year comes up. Now you know.
No friend.
Fantasy football. All right, guys. I'm going to give Miss Pearl the last word of the night. Safe travels to you all. You guys have a good week. Live life full time. We'll see you whenever you can get back here.
See you in Oregon.
In probably Oregon. It's going to be a while.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But Tom and Lori are going to stick around. So we'll
You'll be
have,
all right.
we'll have at least Tom and then
Yeah.
Lori.
You'll be-
So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave these two bachelors alone.
there you go.
Pizza and steak and
Oh.
Pizza and steak. That's what we're talking about.
What night is it? Pizza night. What
Pizza
night
night.
is it tonight?
Steak night. Everybody have a good week. We'll hopefully see you next week if Tom's internet is working. Again, while we're in Quartzsite, we may be doing these a little bit earlier, so hang in there with us. We know that it's not usual. So, but we'll see you guys all next week. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Well, that was fun.